everyone, welcome back to RobMotive. Out here cruising around in the Toyota Tacoma today, and I noticed something. I was looking, because I always check my tire pressures in the truck, because I'm, I don't know, fixated on it, I guess. And I looked today, and I'm running 34, 34, 35, 35. You can see right here. But as I'm cruising around, I look at the temperature gauge, it's like 100. You know, it's been very hot here in South Texas. It's been very hot everywhere across the country, right? And I got to thinking, you know, should you actually lower the pressure in your tires a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 pounds, when it's this hot outside for so long? Because obviously when you drive the truck and the tires spin and you get all that friction and flexing going, the pressure increases. And if you're running at, let's say, I don't know, 37, 40, I've seen people running at 40 before on theirs, you're gonna jump up. Now you're maybe at 44, 45 pounds. Where do you get to the point where it's not necessarily a good idea and you could have a failure of a tire because of overinflation? Not to mention just ride quality, wear, and all that kind of stuff. So leave a comment, let me know. You ever heard of anybody having a problem from maybe running their tires at a little bit higher PSI, and then in very hot conditions, it actually causes a failure, a problem? I'm just curious. Now, what I wanted to talk about today, I've been doing some thinking. I am changing up this Tacoma. I've decided, since I'm going to keep it for a while until the 2024 hybrid Tacoma is available in the Trail Hunter version, that's the one that I want, I'm going to hold on to this one. So in the meantime, I want to make it my own. I want to do some different things with it. I mean, I've done a lot of things with it already, but I want to do a little bit more. So I've bought a bumper. It's sitting in the garage. You may have seen shots of it in other videos. I've bought a different sport bar. And by the way, living down here in South Texas, Facebook Marketplace is amazing. I have sold, with the exception of one thing, everything I have listed on there very quickly. And I sold the tonneau cover that was on the back of this truck. I'm not putting another one on. And I also sold the sport bar that I had. That in the end, I just didn't think it was the right look for me for this truck. I know there's some folks out there that liked it, some folks that didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. I don't know what it was. I think it was just too chunky without any further extension on backwards. That's what I think. So anyway, I've got both of those coming. Those are the two biggest things that I'm going to do initially. But I'm also going to change the color scheme of the truck. I want to go with something different. I've gone with kind of just a blacked out theme right now, with a little bit of green in the wheels. If you've seen the wheels that I have on here, the black rhinos, I did paint the center cap lettering green to match the truck. I'm not changing that because I like that. I think it looks pretty good. Although, never say never. Depending on this theme that I'm going to go with and how I like it on the truck, I might still change those. I don't know. So anyway, what I'm going to go with, I'm going to go orange. I contemplated going with red, but in my mind, I just don't think that red and electric lime green go the best together. It's not a horrible look, but I don't think it's the best. I think orange with electric lime would look really well. I've had some folks, back when I first started thinking about this, tell me that I should go with green, like a darker green or something, maybe like an army green, kind of paying tribute to Toyota's army green along with this electric lime. But I don't think that's a great idea either. I think a darker green with a lighter green is just green. So I'm not going to do that. Definitely going to go orange. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to change some of the accenting inside the truck. I've got some green buttons in here right now. I may change those. Not quite sure they work. You never want to start messing with electrical stuff. These are the ones I use in place of, I guess, HomeLink. I don't have HomeLink. So I may change those, probably not. But I am going to add a lot of the Tough Skins coloring or accents inside the truck. If you're not familiar with Tough Skins, awesome company. There is a discount code down below, by the way. But they have all kinds of different accenting things for your Tacoma and other vehicles. Always had great luck with them. Good quality parts that fit well. So I'm gonna hit them up. I'm gonna go with a bunch of different orange features inside the truck. On the front, I'm gonna change out the fog lights. We're gonna go with amber, as close as I can get to orange. And I think amber would look really good on this truck anyway, along with the electric lime. Amber looks good on a lot of different trucks. And I'm gonna change out the grill lights. In a previous video, I mentioned I'm having problems with the grill lights, you know, the Raptor style lights. One of them is flickering. It's a good time to make a change anyway. Those things were junk, they gotta go. But I am gonna get amber and put those in the front also. I think that would look pretty good. Next up, with this new sport bar that I have, I'm gonna mount some lights across the top. In the past, I have gone with clear, you know, just the clear white, whatever you want to call it, I guess clear lenses. This time, I'm gonna go amber. I think it would look good on the truck once again. It would be a good complement to the green, especially right across the top. The one thing that I haven't decided yet is whether I'm going to go with a light bar, you know, one of those longer LED light bars. And yes, I will go longer this time versus the short one that I had up there before. Not a good look for the truck. Or rather, I might go with pod lights. I even considered KCs for a split second, but honestly, I think they look great on that Back to the Future truck. They were awesome. But on this truck, I don't think so much. And KCs are exorbitantly expensive. Not something I want to do. I can put that money towards other things I want to do on the truck, right? So we might go with pods, like an aux beam or something, a good quality pod light with amber lenses across the top. Maybe 6 of them or so. I don't know. I have to kind of take a look at it once I get the sport bar on there and then see. The other thing I'm considering is integrating some kind of extra lighting off the back of the truck in that sport bar. I've done it before. I did some little, what are they called? They're little pod lights. They're kind of meant for your wheel wells, you know, rock lighting, I guess. They work really well as far as the installation, but they're not very good when it comes to lighting up things. They're really more designed for tight spaces and pointing down real close to the ground, not broadcasting a lot of light in any direction off of the truck. If you saw one of my previous videos, I had them all around the roof rack that I had, and I also had them mounted backwards on the sport bar to kind of give me some extra light off the rear if I wanted it for reverse or whatever. Definitely need to do something else this time. I might even mount some aux beams or something down below facing backwards, although I'm not sure about the look of that. Kind of depends. Maybe mount them off to the sides a little bit or something. We'll see. So anyway, those are the changes, some of the changes that are coming to this truck. Going to be a lot more mods coming up. I know the channel has been kind of talk heavy lately, so we're going to integrate some more mods and things on the truck to kind of spice things up a little bit. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions. Anything else out there that you've done to yours that you're really happy with? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.